I just turned 30. And this is going to be brief. This is more so for younger people when they're real young, so they can listen to the best advice. I think most people are full of shit. And they don't tell you things. And they can't explain it to you in a correct way. So it becomes utterly useless. My number one thing would be for ambitions. To enjoy your life. Doesn't matter what it is. And you should do whatever it is. And by the means. Because then you'll truly be doing what you want to do. Most people don't even want to, aren't even doing what they want to do. Society programs you this isn't just for young people. It's for any age. Although it's better to start it when you're young. There could be more obstacles, more problems, and harder for you to do when you're older. But anything's possible. A lot of people waste time doing what they don't want to do. They keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And then your family, peers, even friends will tell you, oh no, you have to do this. You have to get a job like me. You have to be miserable like me. You have to live a life like me. But you're meant to do what you want to do, came to do. Again, most people want you doing what they're doing. And once you're not doing, and they see you're not doing what they're doing, they feel some type of way about it. If they're miserable and down, negative. Misery loves company so they can consolidate, have someone to be miserable with. Okay? Everybody's going to pull you down because you're not doing what they're doing or told to do. So the first one is you should do what you really want to do and enjoy your life, because most people aren't. Number two, it doesn't matter what sex you are. You should go after, if you're a man, go after a woman. And if you're a guy, or if you're a woman, go after a man. I don't care about this societal norms. That's all in your head. And what I mean is, if you're single and you want to be with somebody, I would just keep going. It doesn't even matter. Just say F it. Just keep going after women. Not that you need multiple ones, but until you get one. And just keep going and asking them to date you until you find the right one. Again, it doesn't matter your sex. A girl can ask a guy too. In fact, it's probably better for a woman to ask the guy. Ones that interest you, and more so you're attracted to. The vibe, when you talk to them, it won't be like some snarky, tension, weird vibe. Most people adjust to weird people's vibe. It's not going to work in the long run. You'll know if the person's more attached to you, more likable, or even in your favor, just by them talking to you. If they give you weird looks, ugly looks, if they don't talk a lot, more importantly, you have to just be really there and really in tune. If they don't really say a lot, give you just one word bullshit answers, and if they aren't happy and smiling, and again, the vibe, this is what people miss the most. It's right there for face value. Then just keep going and asking other women, men. So that's my second biggest one. One's not really bigger than the other. We're just going over them. This video won't be much longer. Third would be do a service that helps other people. Usually what you like doing and what you love doing, such as the first thing I discussed, that's going to be your service. Just make sure it ain't all about you. Wise people, you have to learn this and experience this. Young people won't know this, and old people won't tell you this, so you'll never know. Eventually you get sick of yourself. You don't want anything else for yourself. Most people realize this too late after they keep chasing their self. Keep pleasing myself. Have to please myself. It gets redundant, annoying, and then it gets to a point where you don't want to do it anymore, or you're self-satisfied, completely self-satisfied. You don't want anything else anymore, and you don't need. So it's not about you anymore. It's about everyone else. About the environment. And just everything else. So that's that. Now, my biggest regrets. I don't have regrets. I do this so if it catches some of the for the photo, for the video, I don't have regrets, but things I wouldn't do again, and I wish I never did. One is official sports. Sports in an organization. More so school. Track and field. But especially football. Basketball. Soccer necessarily actually wasn't that bad, but I only did it when I was real young. I don't like nothing about it. I would never do it again if I had the choice. And I never got along with those people. They always had this snarky attitude. And none of my long-lasting friends, or even good friends, people that I talked to after, none of them ever did sports in school. It was probably one of the worst experiences of my life. And just all this pressure. From the coaches and people. And then there's usually a whole bunch of politics around it. It's supposed to be fun, more and forever. It was never fun. Ever. I don't understand how any of them had fun. It didn't look like they were having fun. And I never had fun. Especially because usually in the organized sports, they sit most people and no one really gets to play other than a few people. Nonetheless, whether you play or not, it's so technical And also, because all this pressure from everybody, it becomes for like pussies or pansies, crybabies. I know somebody's name that was Crybaby. And then you have refs too, which just make it not fun. So anytime I played one of these sports, basketball, football, any sport outside of school and organized, it's also necessarily maybe not as serious, but that doesn't matter. I had fun. I actually had fun. Everybody got to play. We didn't necessarily have to practice every day for this one game that not everybody's even going to get to play. It's just a bunch of horse shit. So I would never play school sports or really any organized sports. Knowing what I know now. The other mistake, and it's probably the worst mistake of my life. There's a couple, but was going on the vegan diet. It was the worst thing of my life. I'm actually still messed up because of the vegan diet. So, and it's been crucial pain, dying, not being able to sit still because my body got to a point where I can't eat food. Barely any. For the people who are like, how are you alive then? How are you alive then? Well, idiot, I'm obviously eating a little bit. But I can't eat when I want to. I can't even drink when I want to. I've gone days that have accumulated into years over time where I have not ate anything. And every second it felt like I was going to die. Every second. Every second. And it's different than actual dying, because then you get over it. And it's not actually that negative. But when your body's, it depends how you die. But being in starvation and out of actual nutrition is the worst feeling in the world. Nothing feels worse than that. I guarantee you that. Because then your body can't regulate itself. No one in the world has experienced this. Only me. Truly. For such an this has went on for 9 years. Every second. You don't understand. It was the worst thing ever. So, I'm not going to go further into this. Eating meat and animal products, specifically meat, is the best thing you can do for your body. And it's the best thing for you. And I don't care what no one says. The vegan diet is death. That's all I would like to say for this video. There is one more thing I want to say about the ambitions. And it's just that semen retention. I would not masturbate at all. I'm against masturbation. I'm not against sex, but for a man, I would not ejaculate or release. You ultimately feel better when you don't. You can have sex more, way, way, way more, all the sex you want, with semen retention, and you'll just feel better. So I would include that in whatever resume that you do. Not sure if I should call this the best video online, or I just turned 30. Have a nice one.